Definitely didn't get that Steelers Brown game. Bears game, we didn't say enough.
So close.
The points on the Bucks
So
Washington
close
game probably
to
not. Jim, shout out to you, baby. Jim, shout out to you, baby. You was feeling
good. Them Browns looking good.
You got to upset that.
I started watching that Game of Thrones, and you funny as hell talking about the shorty with the clear eyes. I'm like, oh yeah, this definitely what Jimmy was.
The clear eyes. Who we talking about?
Blue eyes.
They say in the first night one.
Oh, I'm like, who?
That ain't even a character for you.
Yeah, look, she need to be shit.
Thank God, shit.
The terror she was causing in that motherfucker. Hold on.
It gets a little scarier than that, but that's not the point of the show.
What is she? Who is the
they
she?
talking about the first Night Walker, bro. Like season one.
I thought that was a guy.
Let me tell you something.
Little girl.
They got
the little girl in the
marching.
You been talking about the opening scene.
No.
They got midget sex symbols in here and shit. I'm like, hold on, this man getting all this.
Sex symbol.
Whatever he's supposed to be.
Hey, shout out to Tyrion, baby.
You talking about dude off death at the funeral, right?
Yes, sir. Peter Dinklage, I think his name is.
Oh,
I got
bro. Let me tell you something. He ain't getting this one. I got you. This ain't the same role.
Oh, this completely different.
He was probably the best actor up in there till about season 5.
I ain't know a midget could look so cool.
Hey, look, bro. Keep watching. Everybody out there, keep watching. I'm telling you right now, you're missing out.
Yeah, if you ain't seen Game of Thrones.
I don't know what's wrong with you. You got time. You can't tell me you ain't got time. I know you done gone through all your Netflix shows.
I'm on episode 8 right now.
An hour episode. I'm here, shit. So we're gonna see.
What episode?
I'm on 8, first season. I'm trying to get to that season finale. I'm
coming in at 3. I started last night.
Oh, I ain't gonna say it. Lee didn't see it yet, but
I was gonna say don't blow it for me yet.
Don't make any hard judgments too early in the show. That's all I say.
Hey, look, you see, I think the midget the sex symbol, so
yeah,
that's what I'm coming. That's what
you
I'm
gotta
coming
stop saying that, though.
Hey, look.
That boy is a playboy.
Welcome to episode 2 of Any Given Sundaze. Back again. I'm your host, Flea Beeman, and I got my boys with me. I got my dogs with me. We back for another one, man.
We are back.
Locked in.
Season 3.
Before we get started, everybody like and subscribe.
Please. Comment too. Let's keep it talking.
Like and subscribe.
I think when we got to come in, guys, to start the week, we got to talk about the biggest news of the week. James Harden is on the Brooklyn Nets. It happened. We didn't want it to happen, but it actually happened. The Philadelphia 76ers were heating up in trade talks with the Houston Rockets for James Harden. They wanted Matisse Thybulle, Tyrese Maxey, and Ben Simmons. Probably would have folded if it was just Ben Simmons and Tyrese Maxey, and maybe throw a couple other things in there. I think they folded, personally. But the trade ended up being James Harden going to Brooklyn, Karis LeVert goes to Indiana, Victor Oladipo goes to Houston, and we got Jared Allen getting thrown in good old Cleveland. So I think first we got to talk about the most important team, Brooklyn. How are we feeling about this, guys? League, matter of fact, I'll start with you. Because you James Harden boy. Y'all boys. Y'all go back a long way. Y'all talk a lot. I need to hear your opinion.
I'm going to tell you something, man. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. And it's been sitting on me for a few days, too, man. You know, my boys definitely ain't going to let me have nothing easy. So, you feel me? When it happened, let me see if I can tell you how I felt, man. I ain't gonna lie to you. I really wanted bro to go to Philly. I ain't even gonna hold you. I felt like Philly was definitely a would have been a more suitable situation for my boy. I feel like they had not in Brooklyn, but I just feel like it's gonna be a lot on him. I feel like now he put pressure on him to be like, if you don't change how you play, or say if you do change, it's not successful, then you the problem. I mean, you came over here. This isn't necessarily your team. So like, man, bro came in the season overweight, still dropping 30.
Is he
Averaging,
overweight?
No.
he was overweight.
I'm gonna ask that question. Is he overweight?
Let me tell you something.
People believe in crazy.
They're blowing it out of proportion. He ain't like Kendrick Perkins, but we're gonna see a difference when you feel when he get in the swing of things. And
Kendrick Perkins.
Bro be doing too much. But you feel me? I just feel like we're gonna see like bro more locked in Brooklyn, man. And I ain't gonna lie, man, bro just wasn't
he wasn't taking nothing seriously.
He wasn't taking it serious. He wasn't talking to nobody. So I ain't gonna lie, man, I took it personal. I took it personal. I on my mic shit, you feel me? I just didn't. I wasn't able to talk to bro, you feel me? He wasn't talking to me, man, you feel me? So I see here in Brooklyn, he in a better spot. So with all that being said, he has the game to change it up, you feel me? I think he can fit within his team. I'm not ready to say they're gonna do anything crazy because it's a demon in that West.
That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy. But I don't know, man. I think him coming over, I don't think he not gonna be the problem. I don't think he's gonna be the problem. I'm gonna say this. I seen KYRIE take a backseat on a higher level, but this KYRIE, I don't know if he's able to do that. I'm not sure. So I don't know what's gonna end up happening with that situation, but I mean, I guess that's my take on it. We're gonna see a different James Harden, man. Bro from the dominant. This is not my team. This isn't me saying I'm a Nets fan. You know, I still got the Lakers winning the chip, but you will know if Harden's going crazy. Ladies,
I think that's a reasonable take.
You can.
I mean, because
who's playing defense? It's as simple as that. I got one take on it. They got one basketball.
Sacrifice.
Who?
I mean, who have defense in their bag? I don't want to say that. Because everybody can say, I'm going to come out there, I'm going to play defense, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. But can they play defense? Can James Harden play defense?
Kevin Durant service with James Harden, I feel like outside of perimeter defense is service.
I mean,
outside of perimeter defense as a guard?
He's
James Harden.
Like a big part of your job.
This is not Houston. Like, he's not playing the power forward. He's playing the two guard.
Right. I never said you're wrong about that, but he's also a disruptor. So I'm not saying he's going to be out there stopping guys. The point isn't for them to be out there stopping guys. The point is they got $3. Like, I feel like the goal is for them to outscore people. Now, that defense, we're going to see. Like, I can't sit here and say the odds is against me on defense. All right. Like, I can't argue that shit.
I'll say this: if you only have offense, you just gonna end up like the Washington Wizards.
Yeah, it's gonna look. You
can't just score your way out of situations. Can't just score your way out of situations.
I'm gonna listen to y'all real quick. I'm gonna see what y'all got to say about
Granted, they will probably have one of the most. If again, like you said, Leak, the biggest thing with them is the sacrifice. Because if you can't sacrifice, it ain't gonna work on offense, not efficiently. And it ain't gonna work on. It definitely ain't gonna work on defense.
Why we come here?
So I don't. They came there because they like each other. They boys.
Yep.
What are we talking about?
It's a good basketball.
They came there because they boys. Oh, you talented? I want to play with you, boss. Let's go. Yeah, James, let's link back up, bro. You know we never finished what we had going on in OKC.
James and KD, yeah. KYRIE,
that's a
KD.
Everybody there because they KD boy. KD got his boys there with him.
Have you heard the and I ain't saying this probably something big like that, but I have I've seen on Bleach, like this is just me bleeding on Bleach Report, I guess. But I saw on Bleach Report they said Steve Nash hasn't talked to him and the relationship between him and KD is distant. So yeah. So if that's your boy, and y'all relationship is distant, like y'all ain't talking, then there got to be some beef somewhere, right? Or like, why can't
Kyrie Irving, like, dribble to his own basketball, point intended. Like, he don't like you it's guys that you call friends, but they still kind of lame-ish. Like, oh yeah, he cool, but if you go with him to a club and you know what I'm saying, you 2 minutes late, he will leave you and not think about it. Like, it's some guys that you rock with, but they still lame on the inside. Like, KD and Kyrie probably rock with each other. He probably got a KDL, yeah, man, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do that, win a chip, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can guard us. And then, you know what I'm saying, you go MIA. It's like, all right, what we doing here? Like, why am I here? Like, I'm here because you told me to come here. I came here because you were gonna be my point guard. You was gonna lead, well, not lead, but lead with the basketball and all that. So it's like, what? How you got me out here like cold, like frozen? Like, why you got me out here stuck like that? And then with James Harden, he coming to a situation where he has to be literally the point guard. Like, it ain't no, hey man, he got to be like LeBron James point guard. Like, you can have a guy over there, but he has to have the ball, be the point guard. Because if Kyrie Irving the point guard, he gonna be standing in that corner. You know what James ain't gonna do? He gonna stand in that corner, chill. It ain't gonna work early.
Can't see that.
He got him doing what he do the last 8 years.
No. I'm saying, like, I can't see that this year. Like, I can't, like, he can't be doing it this year. Like, he get, like, that's what I mean by sacrifice. The sacrifice, like, you got a off-ball movement and all that shit. Like, even like on defense, like, you would, like, last year I feel like he was disruptive. This year you got to up it more. Like, now you got to try harder. Like, you ain't gonna be doing as much scoring. Like, it's not like, yeah, you're gonna be having the ball more, but now you're gonna have to actually be in them lanes. Like, I'm gonna need this. Like, you're gonna have to, man. Look, sacrifice, man. Like, I can't.
And how old is James Harden now?
31.
31. He came to the league with like 21.
Yeah, he been in the league about 10, 11 years.
So he been in the league 10, 12, 11 years. And you think he gonna just be able to switch to be in the passing lanes more now? At 31? At 31 years old, you think he finna play incredible defense?
I'm not. Who said he got to play incredible defense? Go ahead.
So in regards to James Harden leaving Houston and the way that he left Houston, I told y'all niggas. When I saw the team, when I saw who they hired, there was no way that he changed his mind from saying, I want to leave to, oh, we got John Wall, we got DeMarcus Cousins. I'm ready now. Nah, even if Christian Wood, what he's doing, Christian Wood not trash, Boogie not trash, John Wall not trash, Steven Silas a decent coach. He knows you're not winning no championship like that. And if he the only one, like they counting on him, he knows, he knew that wasn't gonna be enough because they've been counting on him for how long? 10 years. So, like, in regards to him leaving and the way that he left, I never had a problem with it because they should have just traded him when he asked to be traded. Or they should have told him, stay home until we find a team for you. Because what could work? Like, everybody gonna end up making stories about him being fat. He looks the same to me. Like,
that's what I'm saying.
He had a little gut, like, but he get bucks, so nobody say nothing about it.
Yeah, that's what
he played 40 minutes a game. He get buckets.
So, like,
he's always had a little gut. Motherfucker just trying to do too much, bro. It's like the
because he don't want to be there, so they looking for stories to hate on him.
Yeah.
In a sense that he not being a good teammate. Like, it was that. Remember that first game, the ball had like bounced off his face, and they was like, "Oh, he's not engaged." Like, no, bro.
No, well, he did have 4 straight games where he didn't score 20.
No. He's not giving 100%. I told you. Like, I don't know if we talked about this on the show, but we talked about this in the group chat. If you gonna make me stay, now I'm not going above and beyond. I'm gonna score, I'm gonna pass y'all, I'm gonna pass the ball, I'm gonna run y'all offense, but no. I see us down 10. No, I'm not about to turn into Superman. Sorry. I don't want to be here. I want
If
to
I'm
leave.
being honest with you, I feel like it was the Lakers game, man. Like I feel like the Lakers game really showed them, like, hey, look, bro.
That
we
was
can't.
it didn't show
And then
him.
that's like the turn. It's like the turning point, kind of like, all right, now I got to let y'all know, like, bro, we can't do this.
It was the moment he was waiting for. That's all it was. He was like, okay, all right, perfect. Now I can speak on it because he couldn't speak on it before because they was winning or like they was at least not looking bad.
And
So
decent.
Waiting for them to look bad, and he was like, okay, we're not good enough. Like, and I feel that like they not good enough. That's facts. And John Wall and DeMarcus Cousins getting mad at it. I feel them too because I feel them like they're in a bad situation. But now they're not in a bad situation that they think they are. Because if they make the playoffs, now niggas gonna be looking to sign Boogie. Now niggas gonna be looking to sign John Wall. Now they're gonna have new work, like better worth. But in regards to the trade, that's how I feel about that. But in regards to them on the same team, Brooklyn, special. Offense gonna be special. They're gonna be scoring 115 points a game easily.
It's for 130 there.
But do I think they're gonna come out the East? No. Like I can't see it, honestly. The only way that it can happen is if James Harden agrees to come off the bench. Because
we know that ain't.
That's crazy. I know that's crazy.
We not going there.
I can't see Kyrie letting James Harden be point guard.
Kyrie never wanted to be point guard though. He just want the ball.
Who don't want to be point guard?
I said Kyrie don't want to be point guard.
He's not gonna tell you
because Kyrie not trying to set nobody up. He just want the ball.
Kyrie ain't gonna say that.
Kyrie like the label.
He's not gonna
the
say
point
that.
guard on the team though.
Yeah,
like, he like that label to say. Like if the guys like us, like we come on our show and we be like, man, James Harden going stupid on that point guard role now. He was saying he was, if you watch us, I mean, like he would hate that shit. Like he'd be like, oh, okay. I ain't gonna say like he gonna be
point guard. I got y'all.
He gonna be heated, bro. Like he not trying to play no, you know what I'm saying, off ball, two guard, whatever. He not trying to do that.
He didn't even want to play off ball to LeBron James.
Yeah.
LeBron.
You don't want to play
James,
off ball to LeBron. You ain't trying to play off ball with nobody.
Nope.
Like, that's why he was cool to play with KD because KD can play off ball and he can let him dominate.
Exactly.
I don't know.
I think that's why I got the biggest. I think that's the biggest issue. I think that talent wise, in terms of top tier talent, I think they are by far the most talented team in the league. By far. You got KD, Kyrie. Yes. Ever. I agree with that too. Like this is like
it ain't been 3
80s Celtics, like 80s Lakers type talent where it's like, bro, it don't make no sense that this many people this talented is on the same team. Like where's it's like 8 teams in the league and the best team like this, that's them.
Yep.
Because you have KD, Kyrie, and James Harden. You can't double any of them. You're gonna have Joe Harris on the court, so that's a 3-point shooter. You can't leave him. You can't double nobody. You got to play them one-on-one every time. They gonna score whatever they want, but the issue is gonna be that sacrifice. Because I tell you right now, James ain't gonna change too much, and I know for a fact Kyrie ain't gonna change too much.
Kyrie's not changing.
Kyrie is gonna have an issue with James having the ball. He gonna have an issue when he don't get the last shot down the stretch on a consistent basis. Because it was kind of still happening, but with James Harden and KD, it's gonna happen every now and again. Which is fine because anybody who take it is great.
When that situation happens, who gonna be the big leader, the leader to be like, okay, y'all, we can't do this. Let's try to come to a resolve that everybody can be happy.
That's the issue too, Jim.
If it go bad,
I don't know if anybody gonna do that.
No.
Steve Nash.
I feel like if it go bad, all 3 of them guys gonna be like, it just went bad.
It should be the 2-time MVP head coach, right?
Absolutely not.
Steve ain't Steve is not
better than Steve Nash.
Steve is not gonna be a confrontational guy. We know for a fact Mike D'Antoni not a confrontational guy.
Nope.
KD not a confrontational guy like that. He'll talk to you, but he ain't about to be like, yo, this is what we gonna do.
Social media.
Kyrie ain't listening to nobody. Kyrie ain't gonna listen to nobody. And James damn near won't listen. He might. James ain't as bad. Ain't nobody bad as Kyrie. Kyrie will do, like you said, Jill. Yeah. That boy beat to his own drum, and he ain't listening to a soul. You might be cool with him, but he gonna do whatever he do, and that's just what he do.
Y'all gonna do him, bro. And then if it ain't KD, who James Harden gonna talk? Who James Harden listen to on that team?
Mike D'Antoni.
I'm like that. I'm saying if it ain't KD, if KD don't step up, why would James Harden listen to anybody else? No, I'm good. You already know he ain't gonna listen to Mike D'Antoni. Been 4-5 years, so he's not gonna listen to coaching staff. And if KD don't step up, be that big leader, now I'm good on that, Kyrie.
I'll play devil's advocate.
Okay.
Because why the hell would James Harden go through all of this? He just went through a whole lot. Nobody ever was talking about James Harden like this, like on a bad note, like outside of basketball until now.
That's true.
So he just ruined
They had plenty of ammo.
He ruined his own image. He has to sacrifice. And I mean,
I feel like he got to be ready for that.
Sacrifice more than he think he needs to sacrifice.
No, sacrifice.
He damn near got to guard the best player on the other team sometimes.
What? You feel me?
Yeah. He gonna have to do
that. Especially if they the guard. If they the guard, he probably gonna have to do that.
Because Kyrie can't guard him. And he don't care that he can't guard him.
And that's what I mean, but I ain't even saying he got to be locked down. I'm just saying, just try, bro. I mean, what you out here for? I mean, you can't. You don't gotta drop 30.
I think
we know you could drop 30.
I think I'm with you.
Only how this will work if he don't drop 30, though, right? He'll have to get his assists literally have to be
20 and 10.
11.
Yeah, 20 and 10, easy.
Yeah.
25
maybe
and
under
10.
25, really.
24, 25 and 10.
That's so tough for us to ask from them that. This is a guy that averaged 36, and we talking about under 25. Can he do that mentally? Because you going out there doing the same thing you've been doing for 12 years. Now we talking about bro. These two guys got to get it going first because we know you can get it going, but still you the point guard, so you got to get him going. It's tough, bro. We can just say it, but to live it, it's tough, bro. Yeah. He's been doing it for 12 years now.
I think James is. I like what you said. I think he's willing. I think you can't go through all that if you're not willing to change something.
Yeah,
at least a little bit. I don't know if he's gonna do everything he needs to do, but he gonna. I think he gonna probably try and play because it just makes sense. Because we all know Kyrie ain't trying to play point guard. Really give him the ball so he can shoot. So I think James gonna be the setup guy. KD been on the low, been being that since all season really. He been doing a great job of getting people involved, even though he playing more the off-ball dominant guy. I think it all comes. It's just Kyrie's on the team, and I just don't.
Yeah, where's Kyrie at mentally, bro? That's what.
Where's he at physically? What the hell?
Well, yeah, what the hell? I don't think
he's gonna play tonight. They play tonight. I think James Harden's playing tonight. I don't think Kyrie's gonna play.
But why is he not playing tonight? Because he was cleared.
He was clear, but it said something with safety protocol. So I think your question about where is he physically, I don't know where he was.
He got a New Jersey community meeting he going to or something.
He just got fined $800,000, man.
Let me tell you something.
Go up to work, bro, please.
When you got it, you got it. Cause
no, he don't got it. No, nobody got it.
Bro, 800,000 is 800,000. Let me tell you something.
That's tough, bro.
In a week,
800,000
come out your pocket in a week. That's man. Look, 800,000.
He missed that Monday game on national television, MLK Day. He good on the season. I got you.
I think
won't have to show up again because that's gonna be the biggest game he'll play into the playoffs. And if he don't show up to that, he good on it, bro. What? He's not showing up. I'm good.
Yeah, that's a big game to miss. I ain't gonna lie to you. Especially with everything that's going on, that would be kind of a big game to miss, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. That'd be
wild, man.
I think the last thing I'm gonna say on it, I think that what people been talking about with Kyrie, about him, I remember Stephen A. He had a whole thing where he said Kyrie should retire right now if he don't want to play.
Wow.
I don't think to that effect. I don't think I see Kyrie Irving signing another NBA contract. This is his last. I think this will be his last NBA contract. It's gonna last I think it can go for another 3 years or so, but I don't think another team will want to deal with Kyrie. Mm-hmm. And I don't think Kyrie want to be in another situation. What is Kyrie really gonna be like if he not in this situation? Is he gonna go anywhere else? He doing this on the best situation you can have.
I can't see it.
And he not feeling it. So where you gonna go? You gonna go to Sacramento on a rebuilding situation and play?
Absolutely not.
I actually got a hot take too at the end of the show.
Hope it ain't about Sacramento Kings.
Absolutely not. Who is that?
The other teams involved in the trade, Houston, we talked about them a little bit. They got Victor Oladipo.
Yeah,
Right here.
What you say?
they got robbed, but
No mask.
they got.
Let's talk about it from the Houston side. Are we happy with Houston got back in return? Just for a reference, they got Victor Oladipo, 4 first-round draft picks, and 4 pick swaps. 3 of the first-round picks are from Brooklyn. 1 of them is from Milwaukee, and the pick swaps I think are all with Brooklyn.
So
My question.
they'll have to be weak, right, for them to be high draft picks, Brooklyn and Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yes, I think the only pick that'll probably be good for them. I think it's a 26 year 2026. That might be the only one that might be good. I don't know.
That's not a real year.
2028.
That's not a real year. Might not even make it there.
Nah, but Houston got robbed only because Philly was offering a way better deal. Like a way better deal. Like Ben Simmons, Tyrese Maxey, Matisse Thybulle.
What?
What are you talking about? How do you think you're going to get that in those 4 draft picks in the late first round?
I don't know if they offered Matisse because even if they would have did it like this, they would have said, "We'll give you Tyrese Maxey, Ben Simmons, and let's say 2 firsts."
That's enough.
I would
I'm
rather
rolling.
have
I'm rolling.
that than Victor Oladipo and only maybe 1 pick that might be good.
And then he can leave after this year.
That's the thing. Also with the Victor Oladipo, maybe they think they can flip him. I don't think you got to think you can flip him because you're not going to
for.
Who's
give
coming to
him
Houston?
under a reasonable contract. Otherwise, because that's why he
All
didn't want to
this
go to
money.
Who's
Indiana.
coming to Houston, though?
We got all this money.
That's why you get
I don't
Ben
know.
Simmons under contract. And that's the thing with
Yeah.
Ben Simmons too. When you would have got him, Ben Simmons and Tyrese Maxey, you got both of them for 3-4 years under contract.
My question is,
Oladipo, he a free agent.
my question is Karis LeVert considered old in this league or something? Like, why not just take him and roll with that? Like, why not
That's
just
also a
try
question. That's also an interesting question.
Indiana wanted to get rid of Victor Oladipo. So it was so clear that they wanted to get rid of him that they just let him go. He was on a 1-year contract. He wasn't coming back. So they was like, hey, y'all want to make this a 3-team deal? Can we?
And then Cleveland snagging Jared Allen out of nowhere.
And Cleveland just came in like some bandits. Like, wait, y'all
want to
make
this?
Hey, y'all want to get rid
Oh
of
my
him? We can
God.
take him. We can take him.
For free.
Like, I would have at least took VO and Jared Allen and be like, well, at least they didn't get fleeced.
Exactly.
But like, y'all got fleeced.
Shout
Y'all
out to the
got,
Cleveland
like,
front office. Shout out to what's his name, Kobe Altman, for making that deal for Jared Allen. Because
tell you something, man. I got an airport to sell you.
That's
Even
a
though they
great.
don't need him, they can still move him. They don't need Jared Allen.
no, they don't.
No.
But I think they're gonna probably keep
But
him
you can
and
get
try and
some
move
Jared
Andre
Allen.
Drummond.
Yeah.
Are they gonna
You
move
get
Andre
some
Drummond if they make the playoffs?
I think they'll move him anyway. I think they thinking ahead.
I
I
don't
would
know.
think that they thinking
I
ahead.
don't know.
Whoever
Jones
he
is
moved,
33 and 23 last
man, man.
Shout out to him, baby.
Look
That
at
boy can
Down.
rebound. That boy can rebound, and he big. And
Yeah. He got a little
rebound and he
wig,
big.
he got a little wiggle to him. He can dribble a little bit. I don't know, man. I know for sure though who winners and losers, Houston. You got a problem. Because ain't no way I got Victor Oladipo back from James Harden. Nah, man. Nah.
That's the only thing-
I would have laughed at that deal. Like, what? What we getting? Oh, y'all can beat up on 4-round picks and Brooklyn. Maybe the Brooklyn Nets be weak. Maybe the Milwaukee be weak. Nah. Let me go ahead and get this old 6'10" point guard. What are we talking about, bro? Let me go ahead and get this young guy play defense.
Jump shots. What the hell?
Hello. Let's make him raw. Let's make him special. We know what VO is. No disrespect, bro. We know who he is, though, man.
And it's hard to even say if he gonna make it back to the all-star status he was, where he was going toe-to-toe with Bron. Like, I don't think that's reasonable.
Man,
I think he gonna go back there.
Who said that?
I say I don't think it's reasonable to assume he gonna get back there.
Oh, no. Like,
Yeah,
like they went from with John Wall and James Harden being one of a comparable backcourt. Now with him and VO, come on, man. I don't want to say the worst backcourt in the league because I didn't think about
They are
it.
not the no.
hey,
But
They are
come
not the
on,
worst
man.
backcourt.
They dropped out.
They the
dropped
worst
out 12.
backcourt with the best cachet.
they got some. The
They got
name is
cachet.
crazy, but the talent. Let me tell you something. It's been John Wall went from John Wall, Bradley Beal, John Wall, James Harden, that John Wall and Victor Oladipo. Let me tell you something. I feel a little shitty because really, who's shooting that pill? Like what a 3-point shooter?
Christian Wood.
Christian
Aaron
Wood shooting.
Gordon.
Eric Gordon
That's
go shoot.
Daniel
Victor shoot
House.
a respectable
We talking about
percentage.
Eric Gordon. That means you putting out all dudes 6'4". That means
Eric
1 through
Gordon.
3, 6'4".
They've been doing that for. They doing that now. James Harden only 6'5". What we talking about?
That, man, he a disruptor. We gonna start back on he a
You
disruptor.
gotta stop at that disruptive talk.
I think you gotta stop saying that shit, bro.
I let that ride like we let that ride like 3 times.
Right,
You gotta
like we
stop that.
trying to let it ride, bro. You crazy?
He said he a disruptor.
Check
Bro, you gotta
the
cut that.
numbers.
You gotta
Check
cut
what?
that, baby.
Check the numbers.
Check
He
the
got
game.
disrupted.
Check the live.
What the hell?
Disruptor.
I mean, well,
Watch
your
the
eyes
game.
your eyes ain't gonna lie, numbers ain't gonna lie. So there it
Yeah.
is.
Look, speaking of two guards, one that came up in our group chat, Zach LaVine has been doing a great job scoring the ball over the last few weeks. I think he averaged around about
that's
35. He's been averaging about 35, I think, for the past week or so. However, the Bulls are 0-4 in that span. It brought up a topic in our group chat where we were discussing what's the difference between being good, what's the difference between being great with a player. And so I wanted to hear y'all takes on that. I think personally, it's not. I think we talked about this because I don't know if it was Lee or it was Jim, but somebody tried to say he was top 5, and they said Bradley Beal wasn't top 5.
Yeah.
And the reason why that's cap is because
This is why we talking about this.
you can see that somebody who can score and do everything is beautiful, but I think the difference in terms of how good you are and how great you can be is your timing in terms of when you do things. Are you doing things during times in a game where it's not really gonna matter? Are you doing this with 7 minutes left in the second quarter where the score is gonna fluctuate between 5, you being up 5 to you being down 10, you being back up 5? Are you doing this with even you trying to close out the third quarter to go on a run into the fourth? Are you doing this in the last 5 minutes of the game? And I think someone like Zach LaVine, he's trying to get to the point where he could do it in those late stages in the second half, really, where it's most important. He getting to the point where he could do that more on a consistent basis. Because he's had moments where he's done it, but it ain't no way consistent. Versus somebody I would say like Bradley Beal, who we've seen in bigger stages, making these plays in playoff games.
57 going to the fourth. End up with 60.
At 60. You finna sit here and say in the fourth quarter he be scoring better than Zach LaVine?
When did Zach LaVine score 60?
No,
we don't gotta get stuck on that.
What?
This don't even. No. This conversation don't even got to be that long.
It don't.
Neither one of them are great players. They both good because neither one of them be closing games at an efficient level, or not even at a reasonable level. Like crazy leads that both teams be blowing, and these are the best players. So neither one of these players are great. A great player know how to close the game. A great player know when the team is on the run to be the run stopper. Like it ain't always scoring. It ain't always passing. It might be a rebound. Like, okay, I got to go get this one because if they get another offensive rebound, this game damn near over. And they down 8. Like, it's like what you think about in those moments would make you a great player, which is why my favorite player is LeBron James, Greatest IQ ever. But
Dwayne Wade also. But,
That's a great IQ.
Let's put it out there.
Y'all gotta stop, man. So I'm just saying, the reason I just bring this up is because I think it's important that we have an understanding. and our audience has understanding that there's a difference between just being able to put up numbers and being talented enough to do something and actually doing things when you need it done.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's important. I think that's important in terms of the game of basketball and also through life. It's a difference between being able to do something and then you, the person who do stuff in crucial moments. I think someone like Zach LaVine, he getting there. Bradley Beal, he's not there yet exactly because he's not like a James Harden. He's not at the level of Leak you just mentioned, D Wade. He's not at the level of these all-time greats.
Manu Ginobili, another one, made great plays at great times. And it's coming to me now. Isaiah Thomas, what made him so great? He was leading the league in fourth quarter scoring. That's why Boston got to the Eastern Conference Finals with Marcus Smart as your second best player. Because he was making plays down the stretch like that. Special.
So yeah. Just want to do a quick segue on that.
Special, man.
Another topic. I heard he getting a little interest for a few teams, by the way. Don't know if that's gonna go anywhere, but
let me tell you something. I saw that man lose a tooth in the playoffs.
After his sister died.
Oh my God.
The boy went through a bad week, man.
Didn't miss a game.
And go through a tear. Oh my, hey look, man.
He had every reason to miss a game.
If I got a hangnail, I'm taking the court off. I got you. Y'all talking about missing tooth? Hell no.
And that's why you out here with us, baby.
Doing what I love.
Another thing I wanted to hit, the recent postponements of NBA games. The Washington Wizards have 6 people, players on the team who tested positive for COVID.
You might get your number also.
It's damn near already there.
I think I just looked at it. In terms of the number of postponements, we are at, I want to say 14. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Was laughing
6,
at that
7,
number last week.
8, 9, 10, 11,
Crazy.
12, 13, 14. 14 games have been postponed early in this season. They have not been canceled, but they have been postponed. I'm curious from a logistical standpoint how they're gonna do this, because a team like, let's say, the Wizards, they in the past week they postponed like 5 games.
Like,
and I don't know
what's name.
Yeah, and I don't know what's the gap gonna be between, because the league is doing it to where they breaking it off the schedule into breaks, like the first half of the season and the second half. So I don't know how long that gap is, but if it's like a week, how you gonna play about 5 games in 7 days? Like, that's just not. Like, if you try to keep the players healthy and not get like a torn ACL, well, half the team go down for that, then I don't know how you make all these games back up. Unless you could maybe backload the second half of the season too. But I find it interesting to see how this is gonna work out. If there's gonna be like a situation, do y'all think we're gonna have a situation where there's a team that plays, I think it's supposed to play 72. Is there gonna be a situation where like a team plays 68 games and we're gonna have a weird situation like how they had in college football where it's like this team played 12 games, that team played 6 games, and yet they only rank 1 part away from each other?
It depends on when the postponements happen. Like right now, I wouldn't say that, but if it happened on the second half of the season, I feel like they wouldn't be able to make it up because the second half would already be out. I feel like that's why they haven't even released the second half of the schedule.
You're probably right.
They could fulfill that. Like on the Wizards case, if they close to the 8th seed, they probably let them make the games up. But if they like the worst team in the league, they probably not gonna care. Like, because I think it's every team need to get to the 70 game threshold for them to make all of their salary this year. It's something like that. Like they got to complete.
So they probably wouldn't mind if they miss a couple.
Yeah, just a couple though.
Yeah, literally.
I'll say this. I just didn't think it'd happen this fast. I think we all
y'all was laughing at me last week. Y'all was laughing at me last week.
And to be within a week though, to be all that, cause I was looking at the games and like I'm looking like, dang, they not playing today. They not playing today. Oh, y'all out too? And low key, some of these other teams could have been out too, but they just scraped together some Gabe Vincents and some, you feel me, some G Leaguers.
Some G Leaguers.
Like, bro,
Get off that Miami.
Vincent been on the Heat. He's been available.
Man,
Get off
look,
that
man.
one.
Man, look, man, I was a diehard D-Wade Heat fan. I remember Quinn Cook and all Chris Quinn, all them guys.
He going back.
Gabe
Quinn, a coach now, I think.
God. Whatever. But yeah, man, I just I don't know. We're gonna see, man. I feel like it's not gonna I think they're gonna look more into the bubble thing though. I think that's gonna become more and more like
all for the playoffs.
Maybe, you feel me? Like we're gonna have to really lock in on that idea and get that more stabilized because we don't need this happening in the play. Like the playoffs, I think that's why I think it's not a good thing it's happening now, but it's kind of like, all right, now we can kind of cross some T's and dots on the I's right now. So can't have it too much longer, but we're gonna see.
Gotcha.
Jimmy?
Well, these guys keep on going out when they go home, man. Ain't nothing gonna change. we talk about we talk about guys, you know what I'm saying, 25, our age, with millions.
Now they're gonna keep getting COVID.
They're gonna keep right. So I'm like, if nothing stopped them from going out, but like y'all said though, maybe the bubble. They saying you said for maybe the playoffs, they might have to push that up a little earlier because about the time that spring hit, come on, Reg, a lot of guys gonna be popping. So it's gonna be like, all right,
let's go ahead
and get this bubble. Have a bubble for the playing games, and then bring the guys that's already in the playoffs down to the bubble then. But the guys that's in the playoff game had that bubble boot. Because them are the guys that matter, like you said, the 14, 13, 12, 15 guys want to have a party, have that. But if you in that 1 through 10, you got to think about your team, bro. Like, okay, if I can't test positive this week, I'm not going to play. So now I'm going to hurt my team. You know, everybody that team, elite teammate, and it was all about team until you got to sit home and not do nothing and ignore them phone calls. But we'll see. I hope. I didn't like how he got to 15 so early, like how we was like laughing at it last week. I don't like how it's moving, but it could be stopped. Guys can get fined if you see them outside. I hate to do it like that, but it should be like that though, because it's not just your life. Like you come play against me, not even your teammate life. It can be another whole other team that you putting in jeopardy. You know, you got kids, grandma, you never know. So it got to be stricter. It can't be like, hey, guys,
I think I saw somebody that Cat got COVID.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
They said Cat got COVID. Man. So like, man, you really can't play around with this stuff.
It's tough,
man.
Bro. It's tough,
especially
man.
what went on with him this whole year, man. Prayers up for him, but definitely, bro, like you can't play around with this kind of stuff.
It's just like you said, Jim. Rules need to be more strict, and I think that's what they just brought in this year.
Yeah,
like this week.
Okay.
Like in the sense of, if you're not on the court, you got to have your mask on.
Right, man.
After the game, you can't be hugging the other team.
Did you see him yesterday?
Can't be talking to people.
I'm like, I thought we couldn't do this.
No, they got
bro hug. Neck on neck.
And they gonna
they supposed the Detroit Piston Mike walk past there. All right, bro. All right. Excuse me. Like none of that. Like only none of the other stuff.
But they can't go nowhere but home.
Yeah, you can't go nowhere but home. You can't have no guests in your hotel room, none of that shit. But the NBA probably, since it's $1 billion corporation, they probably gonna have a vaccine, or they probably gonna get the vaccine before the public.
Yeah.
It might not need to be a bubble, but they're gonna have a contingency plan, basically. If they don't get the vaccine, I think they're gonna have a bubble for the playing game and the playoffs, so that you don't got it. Because if you bring the whole league to one bubble,
that wouldn't make no difference.
Somebody's gonna give you COVID. Like,
yep.
I do got a quick side note if y'all for the UFC fans out there.
No. We good. Go ahead.
Are you straight? You don't like fighting?
Go ahead.
Man, just real quick, man. Dana White had to sit down with Khabib. You know, Khabib retired a few months back. You feel me?
You're trying to tell me he coming back?
He said that if he's impressed by the fighters, I'm guessing because he said Dustin Poirier, if you beat Dustin Poirier, I'll fight you. So I'm guessing Conor McGregor. So I'm guessing Conor said he gonna sleep him in the second
want that
round.
smoke.
So
No, he don't.
let me tell you
Khabib
something.
legit, bro.
Let me tell you
Conor don't
something.
want that smoke.
He don't want it, but he don't know he don't want it, and that's what I
Bro
love.
was so good he retired. He literally pulled a mic.
That's
He
how you
pulled
go
a
to
mic.
No. I mean, but what Conor's coming from is like he is the only guy to say like, oh, I successfully got around.
Didn't he lose
I mean,
to him
even
too?
he got
Earlier?
a round off of him. He got a successful round off of him, something nobody's ever done.
Bro tapped out and then got jumped after the fight. What we talking about?
Hey, look, that fight.
He trying to fight that man because he had one successful round against him.
That's the only person who ever got a round off Khabib. That's all. They're trying to make it seem like it was closer than it was, but it really wasn't that close.
It wasn't that close.
You trying to make it sound like getting a round off somebody is important. That's like if the team blow everybody out, they're like, hey, yo, look, bro, they was up in the first half.
But his argument was, oh, I did that off 80%, because he was saying like, I'm coming off the Floyd Mayweather fight film. I got millions in the bank. Like, I'm not sure if I buy that, but I'm
good
watch.
on all that.
No, I'm gonna watch for sure.
Hey, look, I'm telling you,
I'm gonna watch.
That shit.
But I'm good on
man, I don't really watch UFC, but that Khabib character, they might well let him stay retired. Niggas not coming retired.
He used to wrestle bears at 10 years old, Jim.
That ain't real.
Bears.
Oh, no,
that's real. I can post that video in the chat after this.
That's real.
Bears.
He's wrestling.
That's
He's
not a
wrestling
robot.
bear. He's winning.
Bro,
I can post it after
It's
this.
a video of him 10 years old wrestling the bear.
You talking about baby bears?
He won.
I'm talking about a bear bigger than him.
What the hell? It's a bear. What we talking about? It's a bear.
Oh hell no, this nigga.
He was a kid. He was a child.
No.
Don't say a kid. He a child. They both child.
No. Habib is an event. He shouldn't be able to fight regular people. Like that.
He shouldn't.
He shouldn't be able to fight regular.
No,
he shouldn't be able to fight regular people. Also,
if you ain't fighting a bear when you was 10, you shouldn't get in the ring with him.
Nope. unless it's the daddy bear trying to fight folks.
All right, man. Switching gears. Switching to NFL. We talk ball quick. I just wanted to hit two divisions, two of the losers from last week. First, we got to start with the home team, Chicago Bears. Lost as we expected. I think everybody predicted that. Not a surprise.
Well,
also not a surprise, but also just as sad. Bears deciding to bring back Matt Nagy and Ryan Pace as GM and head coach. By the chairman, I'll make sure I get his name so people know who to yell at. George McCaskey, who said he was impressed by how they handled the 6-game losing streak.
We need to get that guy. We need to get that guy McCaskey.
Hey man, wait, man. We gotta stop that, bro. When your owner is good with losing, because that's what he's saying. Like, that's literally what he's just saying. Like, I'm good on losing as long as y'all don't fight each other. I'm good on losing.
He likes how they handled the adversity. He likes how they
good on losing,
the
and you're lying to us, telling us that you were impressed by how we ended the season.
Oh, I'm sure they're impressed.
I'm pretty sure he wasn't lying about being impressed. It's just his mindset of going on a 6-game losing streak and being cool with it because the coaches still had control of the room. Like, what the hell is going on here, man? Niggas gotta get fired.
Devil's advocate, a lot of coaches would have lost the locker room.
They lost the locker room.
What you mean? I thought they lost it. Yeah, I didn't.
Hey, look, they won a couple games, baby. It wasn't against nobody though. Who we talking? What we talking about? What we talking about, man? What we talking about?
Mediocrity. That's what we talking about. It's embarrassing.
I'll say this. We got defensively, we got a lot of talent on the team. I think Allen Robinson done with us. I don't like what he said leaving. He said we had a chance to get a deal done during the season, which is true. And to me, say y'all had y'all chance to get me, I'm not coming back. So we're gonna be down wide receiver. We might be able to find one in the draft. Guy from who won the Heisman, I think it was Devontae Smith. Another guy, the guy from LSU, Jamar Chase. I don't know if
Let
we're
me
gonna have
tell
a
you
high
something.
enough pick to grab him.
Who gonna be throwing the ball to DeMarcus Smith? That's our real question.
One of the things in the press conference that McCaskey said, it wasn't in the press conference, press release, I should say. He said that they needed more production at QB.
Is McCaskey the owner?
He the chairman. He's the chairman, so he the person who basically the go between the owner and the GM coach.
Why he sugarcoating all this nasty that's going on right now?
Is Mitch contract up?
Yes.
Perfect. Perfect.
Mitch's contract is up.
This year.
Mitch's contract is up. I think Nick Foles is still on the contract, unfortunately. I don't know, man. I don't know,
Not
man.
enough. Let me tell you something. Our best hope is going to get my dog, and then hoping Allen stay. But
who your dog?
Green Bay, sure.
Who your dog, Nick?
Oh my God, we're gonna get Sean Watson. We're gonna bring him.
Get him. That'd be wonderful. I just don't know.
We need to
anything to get Mr. Watson.
We need to mortgage our future. We need to give away.
He is the future. You ain't mortgaging nothing if you can get him.
Deshaun Watson wants to play for the Chicago Bears.
Probably don't, because we ain't talked to him during the draft.
Yeah, they've been talking about us not getting him for the last 4 years. So
wouldn't that be God right there, boy? Giving us a second chance.
He's decided where he go.
Can we call him? See what he's talking about at least.
He does have a no trade clause, so he could if he.
What you gotta do, bro?
If we could lock him in, we could lock him in.
Look, bro.
I'd rather franchise tag him today.
I need the most tampering I've ever seen in my life.
And it's a no trade clause on it. So he decides where he goes. Not his
they can't trade him unless he okay with where they trade him to.
Mm-hmm.
And it definitely ain't a guarantee he want to be traded here. Although apparently his boys told him that would be a good idea.
I could damn think of 5 other options that's better than the Bears.
Is there any?
Yeah, not wrong.
I'm gonna ask y'all. Is there any realistic target we could get? I think the only guy I think who would be worth mentioning is probably Matthew Stafford, and I don't even feel too great about that. Dak Prescott, I think that deal is basically done. I would guess, because I don't think Jerry gonna ever let nobody go. I don't know. The thing what they said in the press, they said they want more production at QB. I don't know if anybody on the market is really gonna drive it up that much. Like Matthew Stafford is better than Mitch Trubisky, but I mean, if we lose Allen Robinson, and our best receiver is Darnell Mooney, like what we talking about? What are we doing?
Another year with no offense.
Maybe we're gonna be mediocre.
Maybe we should get freaky in that drive and go get that boy from State.
I don't think we're gonna have a good enough pick for him.
What we got?
He played great. 12 picks? You talking about Justin Fields? He played great. He probably gonna be a top 5 pick. Definitely top 10.
I mean, I was talking about trading.
We're gonna probably be like around that, Jim. About 15, probably. We made the playoffs, so we're gonna be about there.
It's just like, man,
we trade back, we get like 10 at best.
They dropped our schedule, man. I saw that, I'm like, oh, we really can't win.
Read off that schedule for the audience, Red.
But schedule for next year?
Yeah.
They got
that already?
Of course.
Read it off. Read it off.
Arizona Cardinals, the Cleveland Browns, the Baltimore Ravens, Pittsburgh Steelers, the Buccaneers, the Rams, the Seahawks, the Giants, the 49ers, the Bengals. Joe Burrow gonna be back.
Yes, he will.
They got the Lions twice, they got the Vikings twice, and they got Green Bay twice.
And them division games, you never know what happened.
4-2.
Oh my God, Red!
You read all them first 7 games.
4-12.
Prison. I got y'all. Straight prison.
We only got about.
What the bro?
What can we do different?
Tank? No. Tank next year. Sell everything. Let's rebuild. Not fell with it. Don't even try next year. Because even if you tried, even if you brought back a healthy team, a good team, you bring back the same defense, you go get
We don't have Eddie Goldman back though. We gotta remember that.
You said what?
We're gonna have Eddie Goldman back. Our big nose.
Okay. You bring back the defense. They healthy. They can be healthy for the whole season.
They gonna keep
you
us
can bring
in
in Matt Stafford.
We gotta get rid of them
niggas. 6-10.
It's possible.
So just fuck that shit, bro.
Because I don't have faith in the coaches. That's the issue, man.
That shit, I'm not feeling that, bro. Be trash or be great. Don't be in the middle. You stuck.
Yeah. There's a problem. The defense is too good, especially if we got Eddie Goldman coming back. Defense is gonna be too good. So either you're gonna have to sell them parts off, because they're gonna keep us in games, whether we want to or not. They're gonna keep us in games. So you either gotta sell them parts off, or you're gonna have to spend the farm to get, because you got to pay Allen Robinson the back because he ain't coming for no discount. You gonna have to pray to God somebody have a career year, either Matt Stafford or Dak Prescott, and you got to sell something to get them. You're gonna have to nail your draft picks to make sure that you get a little bit more offensive talent, and you gotta pray to the Lord Himself to hope that the coaching staff have a good year.
That's so crazy how we gotta keep going through this. Man.
None of it's happening. You need all of those things to happen, and none of that shit happening.
I don't believe in the coaching staff, and I don't think we keep Allen Robinson. So I think it might be it ain't looking good.
Curtains. We're trying to get to the Cubs.
Oh, Buccaneers.
Another team that's going through a little bit of, they're going to probably have to go through an identity crisis this offseason. The team, not in the NFC North, but the AFC North, the Steelers. They are, I would say at this point, probably the third best team in a division. And depending on how Joe Burrow come back next year and what they can do in the draft, might be the fourth. We got a defense that is still special. You got a ton of talent. Similar situation to the Bears. Defense is very special. The offense was a mess during the end of the year, mainly because they had zero running game, and Big Ben is falling apart. Heard that he trying to come back. He don't want to retire, so that might be an issue for them. I don't know what they're gonna do at running back. I would hope that they would draft one. That's probably their best option. And they got rid of their offensive coordinator. Let him go. They could have renewed the contract. They let him go. Tight ends coach retired, and their DB coach, they let him go. And they let go of their offensive line coach as well. So there's a lot of change in Pittsburgh. Talent-wise, it's hard to say. Juju Smith-Schuster is also their number 2, because I think that rookie Chase Claypool is probably their number 1. He's a free agent, so he might not be back either. So I think they're in a very similar situation as the Bears, where you have a great defense, but you're kind of stuck in the middle because they're probably the third best team in their division. Because the Ravens gonna be better next year because they're young, they got some studs. The Browns, they get OBJ back next year, so plus the draft to solidify their defense. So, I mean, how are we feeling about the Steelers? The steel curtain, the famed franchise that look like they might need to go another route.
This is the best defense in the league when healthy. So they just need Ben Roethlisberger to retire. That should be just a quick decision. Well, then they stuck. There's nothing they can do. If Ben Roethlisberger coming back, there's nothing they can do because he's going to blow it because he's too old. He's past his prime. He can't run, and he was never that accurate of a quarterback. He always just had a deep arm. But and then James Conner, they need to just drop them 2, bring in 2 new guys, probably get a rookie running back. They be the most hungry, and just go from there. And bring that defense back, man. They lost like 4 starters, 4 Pro Bowlers, damn near this year.
Yeah,
so they bring their defense
Bud
back.
Dupree, they linebacker Bush. Yeah.
They bring them back, they'd be straight, man. Mike Tomlin, great coach. He just needs somebody that can manage the game, not ruin it. And that's what Ben Roethlisberger. That's the exact reason that the Cleveland Browns won last week, because of Ben Roethlisberger blowing it.
I mean, you can't control a snap going over your head.
That wasn't it. That's his ass
Yeah, one play.
That's his
And then
ass.
that one play was a touchdown.
That's true. That's true.
Start the game off. Are we not gonna give Mike Tomlin no blame for that? Because they came out flat as hell to start that game.
If
One
you
of the
come
black
out
men.
flat in a playoff game as a
That gotta be
player,
the coach. That gotta be the coach.
No.
Oh, you one of the black men.
nah, I don't know, so man.
I ain't blaming
I
the black
love Mike
man.
Tomlin. Mike Tomlin, a great coach. I agree with you. I think this maybe it's part of the. I think what happened was it's on the players, but I think it's partially the reason why the players could do that is because of how Mike Tomlin coached. Mike Tomlin let the players be the players, and they thought Cleveland was gonna be Cleveland. If you go through a whole week underestimating somebody, you gonna fuck around and lose the game, especially if they as talented as Cleveland is.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
I don't know
That boy Ben was out there.
But he on the bottom of the blame. Like he get blamed because he's the coach, but no. Ben Roethlisberger, the offensive line, James Conner, Juju Smith-Schuster, the defense.
They was clamping that shit.
Nah, man. Ben
Yeah.
Roethlisberger.
Ben
50%.
Roethlisberger was out there doing lollipops to the other team, giving them away. He a doctor.
He a doctor.
I always used to look forward to that, man.
Always. I ain't got too much to say about the Steelers, man. I thought they was gonna lose. I thought they was gonna come out flat. I knew Ben was gonna do some Big Ben shit.
Is that why you got Browns colors on today? You rocking hard. I see you.
Hey, it's only
Turning it down.
It's
Turning
only a
it
few
downfall.
people. What is that, Lee?
Turning it downfall tomorrow.
Go Pat Mahomes, but that's beside the point.
That's a great segue.
There's only a few people that get me in this world. You get me. I'm definitely rocking them old Browns because what they showed. But yeah, but Big Ben, man, it was like he wasn't interested in winning. Like he was like, yeah, I'm a
Like it was an option.
yeah, like whatever. Whatever. I do it in session, whatever. I'm gonna go over here, talk to them, whatever. Ain't nobody else trying to be great. I guess that's what he was saying. Nobody else is trying to get open. Juju was out there getting clamps. He shouldn't have been doing all that dancing. He danced his way to prison.
Juju played all right. He played all right.
He danced his way to prison. Anything that he did in the second half don't matter, bro.
Right.
That game was over.
They could have won, bro. They scored every time they touched the ball.
Nah, man, you know that game was over though.
Should have
You
been.
knew that game was over.
That game was
I
over
had a
late.
bad feeling when they was down like 12.
Who?
And Cleveland made that drive. Cleveland made a drive in like the late third quarter because they got it down to like 12. And it was like, why are they this close this fast? Because they couldn't stop them. But then they scored. So then after that, it was like, all right, it's over.
It was too late after that, though.
So that's Ben Roethlisberger fault. One more time.
Get that
For sure.
out of there.
He thought he was Tom Brady or something. You can't just play like that. Please.
Nah, man. Big Ben got to play better.
What was the scores that we had on the games last week, Joe? Who had the best record?
You want to talk about all of them? We had, hold on. Who the Rams play?
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
All right, I couldn't read my own writing. We had Rams, Seahawks. Red, you had 16-13 Seahawks. Also, you had it 17. No, you had 10-13 Red Seahawks.
That's a Seahawks.
No, Rams.
I'm about to say, damn.
You had it 17-20 Rams also. I had it 15-18 Rams. Like you had it 2010 Seahawks. Sucker.
Sucker.
For the Bucks in Washington. Also, you had 33-14.
That was all right.
Yeah. Lee, you had a 30-13. Red, you had a 27-17. I had 28-7, which was also wrong. Ravens, Titans. Red, you had it 24-21 Ravens. Lee, you had it 28-17 Ravens. Also, you had it 30-23 Ravens. I had it 35-14 Ravens. Browns Steelers. Also, you had it 17-26 Steelers. Leak, you had it 20-26 Steelers. That crazy year we were just talking about. And Red, you had it 13-20 Steelers. And Jim hit it 24-20 Steelers, which is also wrong, but I was right. We didn't do the Bears because we knew the Bears and Saints. That was gonna be what it's gonna be.
Knew that was a hell.
Yeah. But I am ready for our predictions. I like it.
Yep, we got this week it's a lot of fun matchups this week. We got the young QBs battling each other out with the Ravens and the Bills with Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen. Then we same thing with the Browns versus the Chiefs. Pat Mahomes versus Baker. Then we got the old guys fighting it out. Two legends, Drew Brees, Tom Brady.
Yes, sir.
Going at it in the playoffs. And then we got a great battle first thing today on Saturday. The Rams playing the Packers. We got probably the best defense in the league right now going against that old boy Aaron Rodgers. There's a lot of matchups, man. There's a lot of fun matchups. We got a lot of fun matchups. Devontae Adams versus Jalen Ramsey.
Jesus.
You got Aaron Donald going up against Aaron Rodgers.
Basically.
Like let's start that. That's a fun game. That's a fun game.
That's a game.
What are we thinking about? Do we think my issue with the Packers is that last year when they got knocked off by the 49ers, they got ran all over. And I just don't trust that their defense has enough toughness to win the game. Granted, I don't know if the Rams have enough offense to make that an issue. I'm not gonna make a prediction yet. I'm gonna let y'all go. I ain't making a prediction yet. I'm on the fence.
Yo,
I guess. Look,
I went 100% last week, so I got
Go ahead, Jim. You glow.
For my prediction, I'm gonna go. I ain't gonna disrespect. I want to disrespect so bad. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 30 Packers, and I'm gonna go 27 Rams. Yeah, that's fine. I'm coming. That's how Jim coming this week, bro.
Lee?
I was about to let the field go. But I ain't glad. That's how you know I think like doing this, man. Cause my heart beating. I feel my heart. You feel me? I kind of like making these predictions, man. It's kind of get me up. But I don't know, man. I got a rule. I don't really bet against goats. You feel me? I just it's something about betting against that bad man, dude. I just don't feel well about that, brother.
I felt it in my shadow, like disrespect him. I'm like,
you feel me? Like, do I want to? But he has a budding goat in front of him, cause them boys on defense over there are no joke, man. Like that's the only real reason why I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I don't think the Rams really got the offense to like match them point for point. But that damn defense there, boy. Them boys chasing after that ball, man. Some hawks. But not to be long-winded, I'm gonna go ahead and say I got no Packers. And I'm gonna go Packers.
As long as you got long-winded.
I'm gonna go Packers 30, and I got Rams 20. Packers 30, Rams 20. How's it going? And Lambeau Field, come on, man. It's gonna be cold.
I feel that, Pete.
I'm also taking the Packers. And for that exact reason, they at Lambeau. It's not in LA. Hopefully it snows, but you know.
So what the fuck? I need that slushy shit.
But Jared Goff, he's still hurt. And if he's anything like he was last week, this game might not be that close because I don't see the Packers defense making the same mistakes that the Seahawks defense did. I never believed in the Seahawks defense, but
That's 100. That's 100.
giving up trick plays, letting Cam Akers run all over you, you can't allow that to happen, knowing that Jared Goff is limited.
Right.
So I'm gonna take the Packers 23-17. It's probably gonna get close at the end, you know. Aaron Rodgers gonna have to convert a third down.
23-17, right?
23-17 Packers.
All right.
But they're not about to run all over them. They're not about to throw the ball all over the field against.
No, sir. No, sir.
I'm gonna say I think the Packers gonna win the game. Honestly, I think in terms of whoever wins this game, I think that's who's going to the Super Bowl. Because I don't believe in them. I don't believe in the two teams who playing on Sunday. I would say, I'm gonna say, I think that it's gonna be difficult for the Rams offense to help out their defense. The Packers are well rested. The matchup between Devontae Adams and Jalen Ramsey is going to be key because I'm not sure how much them other guys going to step up. But I'm gonna say it's going. I'm gonna say they're going to have a fairly comfortable win. I'm gonna say it's going to be 26-17 Packers. I just don't think the offense of the Rams is enough because I think the only way that the Packers defense is going to be challenged if you got a team like the Ravens or the Browns where they just gonna run it down your throat the whole night and you have no chance to do. And if you can't stop that, then you can't stop them. And I don't think the Rams are that dominant of a run team. And then you also got the Jared Goff factor or the backup who he's a backup. I can't bank on him having the type of game that old boy in Washington did.
Not a chance.
Yeah, I got 26-17 Packers. The night game for today.
Woo!
Big game.
Now
Two young bucks, baby. Josh Allen versus Lamar Jackson. The Ravens versus the Bills. Anybody want to start it off?
Lamar about to put on the show tonight. Yeah, he about to put on the show. Everybody been talking about this man, Josh Allen. He's having a great season. He's a great quarterback. All of that good shit. But Lamar Jackson got that monkey off his back. Got the Ravens. It's probably going to be close. It's probably going to be like 34-28. But I got the Ravens. For sure.
You saying that, though?
34-28. You can book it.
I feel that.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go with you, Red. I got the Ravens. I think the monkey off the back. I really love what Josh Allen doing in Buffalo, but I think that his defense. I don't think the Bills' defense after what they showed versus the team performance in general versus how they showed up against the Colts. I don't think that team is good enough to beat the Ravens, especially with how strong it all comes back to their run game. I don't think the Bills, they guys ain't big enough to handle how much they're gonna be running right at them. And then I think Lamar gonna be feeling good. He gonna make a few plays, a few throws that gonna make people raise their eyebrows. He'd be like, they said he couldn't throw. So give me the Ravens. I'm gonna say I think they're gonna score a little bit. I'm gonna say 33-20. No, yeah, they're gonna score. I'm gonna say 33-30.
33-30?
Yeah, I think they're gonna score a little bit.
And you got the Ravens, right?
Yep.
I guess I'll go ahead and go. But I don't gotta be long-winded with this. All the wins y'all echo, man. I got the Ravens. I'm gonna go ahead and take Baltimore. I got them. Say 20, 28, 28, 23. 28 Baltimore. Yeah, I'm gonna say 28, 23. I could definitely see it being a little close. But I do think Lamar going.
Supposed to snow.
Supposed to snow?
That don't matter for the Ravens, because they're going to be running.
That's true.
They're going to be running.
Mm-hmm.
We got I also got the Ravens. I wanted my little upset city alert, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do Ravens 35, and I'm gonna go Bills. I'm gonna go with Bills. I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm gonna go Bills 20.
I'm going. Nigga, spit it out, nigga.
Oh my God.
No,
I gotta win it by 11.
I'm gonna go.
It was so hard, so I tried, man. I'm gonna go 35-24 Ravens. And Lamar Jackson also get 3 touchdowns. Throwing. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. 3 throwing touchdowns. Cause like you said, Reg, that monkey off his back now. So it's like, all right. Let me show y'all how I am. Right, like, all right, let's get it.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Big trust, baby.
Big trust.
All right, next game. Wait, Leak, you go.
Yeah, Leak went.
Okay. Yeah, next game, Sunday game, the first game, I think it's going to be a very high-scoring game. The Browns and the Chiefs going at it. Baker versus Pat Mahomes. Played in college. I think Baker won that game through for a school record 7 touchdowns. That's a lot. Browns, high-powered offense. Chiefs, high-powered offense champions. I'm going to say I can't pick against the Chiefs, especially because they're going to be ready to go. Last team that even when they last year, I don't know if y'all remember. They played the Houston Texans their first game. They was up the Texans were up 24-0. They scored, correct me if I'm wrong, 50 straight points, 51 points unanswered.
Ew.
51 points unanswered. They're gonna be ready to go. They're gonna be ready to go. And I do not believe in the Cleveland Browns defense at all. I think Myles Garrett could maybe get a sack or 2, but in the grand scheme of things, they put up points. Give me whatever's the over on this game. I think y'all should take it. Give me 45 to 37. Give me that one.
Damn. Chiefs.
I think both offenses gonna be going back and forth. It's gonna be a fun game to watch. It's up for that.
Damn. All right.
I'll go on here and slice it up if you want me to. If you don't, cause I'm just get this out the way.
I don't got much to say, man. Pat Mahomes the GOAT, 48-34.
Wait. We said 48 what?
48-34 Chiefs.
Reg came on there so fast. I'll make it real quick. Pat Mahomes to go 48-34. We good to go. Ain't nothing up top.
Yeah, say what he said.
You hit everything. Browns don't got defense. Pat Mahomes well rested. You hit everything.
Yeah. Good win last week, guys. But
great
buck stops here.
Yeah.
I smacked my glasses.
I heard the sound.
I wasn't playing out. I'm like, Jimmy looking at me. I know he smiled. I'm gonna go here and just say it.
You know somebody watching is gonna peep it like, hey, you know you dropped your.
Well, no, bro. I got the Chiefs. Well, of course I got the Chiefs. I got the Chiefs 40, and I got them Browns. Then they get 28. What we talking about?
There it is.
40-28 Chiefs.
Well, but Jim, you clearly picking the Browns, right?
You got to.
What we talking about?
Soccer.
I don't know their theme song, but fight on, Browns, fight on.
Go do your thing, Jim. We picked the same thing too many times anyway.
I'm not gonna disrespect. I'm not even gonna disrespect, but y'all disrespecting the Browns with these scores. So for a Browns win, I'm gonna just keep it close. I'm not gonna disrespect Pat Mahomes. So I'm gonna go 40. Can they get 42? 42.
That's an interesting score.
42.
How would you get there?
How they get 42?
No, you can get it. That's 6 touchdowns.
All right. I got 42. I don't want to disrespect. I got 42 Chiefs, and I got them old Browns. 39 field goal game. I got you. And that's a win. Like, that's me still rocking with y'all, man. I'm still rocking with the Browns.
That's a win.
Y'all only lost by 3. Good kick.
And that's
good
a
field
win.
goal kick.
No, that would be.
I'm not gonna disrespect Pat Mahomes ever, but for a little win, you know what I'm saying, little team win, team building, I'm gonna go 42-39 field goal game. Both teams hot. They just inch. They just, they champions, so they championed them.
Champions do what champions do.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But Browns, I'll see y'all next year. I'm gonna have to jump off that old cowboy. Y'all see I'm coming in.
There you go.
Hey,
leave them boys in the dust.
Fight on, Browns, fight on.
That's never been nobody's slogan ever.
last game of the divisional round, the Bucks playing the Saints. Bucks was in a close one. Well, surprisingly close. I don't know if it was actually a close game, but surprisingly close game with the Washington football team. Saints beat our Bears. I think after old boy dropped his unemployment check, I think the game was pretty much over after that. Mm-hmm. Shout out to Javon Williams. How we feeling about this? I think the Bucks defense is a little bit lower than the Saints defense. I think the Saints defense is pretty legit. Both offenses could score. I think probably the Bucks offense, I give them the advantage since they got 3 number ones on their team. I don't know. They also played, for reference context, these teams did play each other 2 times during the regular season, and the Saints whooped their ass both times. First game of the season, I think about week 9 or something like that. They towed them off both games. I'm gonna go first. I'm gonna say I really want to pick the Saints, but I'm gonna say the Bucks, just because I think they're a good team, and I think if you're a good team with a Hall of Famer as your quarterback, it's hard for me to imagine you're gonna lose to the same team 3 times in a row. Because I think they are a good team. I think they're a little bit fluky, but I think they're a good team. I think the Saints are fluky in the playoffs. So I'm gonna say the Bucks gonna win. It's not gonna get too high scoring because the Saints defense is legit. I'm gonna go 28-23.
Got him.
Oh boy, change shirts.
Just change.
If y'all listening on Spotify, Jim just changed shirts.
Changed. I want to go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and say, cause I got that old Saint color on, man. I'm gonna go Saints in this game. Obviously, you see how I'm coming. I'm gonna go Saints 38. Damn. Bucks 27.
So they kind of close.
Man, that game was close. If the Bucks get to finish 38 points, it won't be close.
So it's gonna be like the week 1 game where it was a blowout, but then they scored a couple touchdowns, garbage time. So now it looked like it's close. I got you.
He'll come in and do his little thing. He could get like a touchdown. Maybe in the fourth quarter they're gonna take out Drew early because we resting up. They're gonna put in here.
We resting up.
What's up?
I ain't know you was nervous, big bro. My fault.
Jim said they gonna destroy them. Talking about we're gonna have to send Drew.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be over about 3. Let's say 3 minutes left, third quarter. We're gonna know what's going on.
I literally think the opposite of everything that he said. Like, it's gonna be a very close game. Like, I'm not gonna say the Bucks gonna win just because it's their third time playing and they lost twice.
Right.
It's gonna be a very close game. Like, it's gonna come down to whoever gets the ball last. 28-24 Bucks.
Or you over here pulling the the Jeopardy shit. Talking about 500. 501. Thank you.
That's a good number, bro. It's a good number.
Yeah, that is one more.
What can I say, man? Great minds think alike, ain't that right, Ray?
Yes, sir.
Like I said earlier, man, I can't bet against a goat. So that's why I always have problems when two goats play against each other. So
I hear what you're saying, Lee.
But with all that being said, echoing everything everybody else said, though, I do feel like I'm going with the Bucks. I just can't see them losing three times in a row, man. I couldn't even really say that shit. So I'm gonna go Bucks 27. And I'm gonna say
We're gonna say 24.
I know, man. I know. I'm waiting on it.
I was just gonna say let's play at 24, but no. But
he said 27. I already knew. I'm like, oh, here we go.
You gonna switch up just a little bit, Oso.
I'm gonna take that 24. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It just fits so well, bro. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. It just seems so nice. He said it, I'm like, damn, that do sound decent though. Like, it's not like a blowout, but it ain't like yeah, I'm rocking.
My God, man. It's all right. All right. Those are the games. Those are the games for the divisional round. Quick, who do y'all think gonna end up in the Super Bowl?
Can it be Green Bay and the Chiefs? I don't really
can. Number 1 versus number 1.
I got Green Bay and the Chiefs.
I'm gonna steal yours, Joe.
All right, great minds.
You know.
Packers,
hey, can I put a little asterisk? Can I put our name?
Packers Ravens?
Or y'all wanna wait until this week games before y'all say this? I mean, before we stamp it. I mean,
you could just wait.
We can wait before we stamp it. I just want to see where y'all was at.
But
I like that pick.
But next week though, how y'all minds ready? Because we're gonna do our Super Bowl prediction next week. Obviously.
Yes, sir.
Packers Chiefs. I really feel what Red just talking about. I just can't see anybody but a established, like I gotta see Lamar beating first. I just gotta see that. Aaron Rodgers, I can see that.
So you got the same thing?
Yeah, I got Green Bay Chiefs.
Rams could blow y'all whole mood in about 2 hours.
I told you whoever win that game going to the Super Bowl.
I already had a UFC fighter blow my mood a few minutes ago. Shit.
Who just blew your mood?
That's what I was doing.
Joaquin Buckley.
Well, blew my mood too. I ain't never heard of it, bro.
Glad I ain't listen to that shit.
Man, I can't wait to check my other ones.
That's all we got, fellas. That's all we got.
Sucker.
That's gonna do it for this Any Given Sundaze.
Woo! Whoop,
Next
whoop.
week. Hey, wait. I said I hear the Cleveland chant, so I have a Saints chant. Saints, pray on, player, pray on.
We see y'all next week, man.